All right. Okay, we're here this morning. Another fun day in the open markets. How you guys doing? It's Uncle Bruce, live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How you doing today? Today's date, August the 3rd, 1/10 of the way through August. At the end of the day today, 1/10 of the month will be gone. Unbelievable. Time flies when you're having fun around here. We have a down market so far. It would indicate, but it's not negative like bad negative. We are not piling on to losses yesterday with bigger losses. That's not the pre-market indication at all. We're down a fifth of a percentage point on the Dow here. We're down 73 points on the pre-market. Nothing much there. Down 16 on the S&P, that's a third of a point, and NASDAQ down 86 points, which is half a percentage point. NASDAQ was the big loser yesterday. 2.1%, something like that, was the loss. Now we're down 0.5% again. At the end of the day today, right up here, Apple and Amazon come out with their earnings tonight. That's why I got those stock symbols up there. That's the big anticipation on Wall Street. How is Apple doing? How's Amazon doing? Amazon, package shipments, of course, online sales, also iCloud and AI. Everybody wants to know. Apple, a little bit of everything. Apple is the iPhone sales, Apple Store sales, AI, other services. What's the China situation with Apple? How are they doing in China? How's the Chinese market? There's a lot of indicators out of China not looking very good right now. So we're waiting for that, or the market is waiting for those two, because those two stocks will dominate and do dominate NASDAQ. They do dominate S&P 500, along with the other magnificent seven, they call it, that are out there. So we'll watch for that, of course. And we'll see. Are these two companies in big trouble? No. No, they're not in trouble at all. Are they going to make money? Yes. Will they make money next quarter? Oh, yeah. How much is the question? It's not if, it's how much are they going to do? Are they going to grow and report results higher than the street had thought they could report? Or are they going to surprise us with a little underperformance? Or are they going to reassure the markets with a all is well in the next quarter and the quarter after that? Or are they going to very politely say, look, you guys, this isn't 2019. We came through the pandemic. We're on the other side of it now. Inflation is hurting us too. High interest rates are hurting our clients, not necessarily Apple or Amazon. They've got cash in the bank. So is Microsoft. They got a lot of money. The question is the customers. How are they doing? How are Apple's clients doing? A lot of those customers are you guys and friends of yours and relatives of yours in your family. What do you think the situation is going to be in your extended family? How many of your family members are going to get a new iPhone this coming year? How many are holding off already, not getting a new iPhone that they wanted? They dropped their phone last spring, but they cracked the screen, but they're keeping it. It still works. They're waiting. If people wait to buy, that's bad news. Corporations need cash flow all the time, and they want cash flow rising all the time. So it's not the companies themselves we're worried about. It's the customers of the companies. And these two guys, these two outfits, have a lot of customers globally. And that is the window that people use to see how is the economy doing as a whole. All right, so we'll find out. In the meantime, you guys, those of you who are here on Saturday for Class 16, you should have received last night from yours truly your edited version of Class 16. You should now have it as part of your contribution to your donation to me. You were here live or not. You've now received your edited version. Check your email and send me an email, private email, if you have any issues, and we'll go from there. Those of you who were not in the class and who couldn't make it and have been waiting for the class to show up on the website that you can then get the class, it will be available later today. If you are you're desperate to get one ASAP, I will be happy to send you an edited version of the class, but you're going to need to make a donation of $150 US to my PayPal account, which is down below in the description. You can make one and send me a note saying, could you please send me the link to number 16? And then I will just send you the link itself. At the moment, my website has to have a few adjustments made to it to add number 16 in, and that is being done with the expert assistance of my daughter, Jen Jr. So that'll be done later today. All right, so good news there. Those of you who did take the class and who have been following it, a number of you have had some success already with iron condors, and you're in the middle of a successful iron condor trade, or you've established your iron condor trades, and you're pretty excited about what's going on here, and you should be. The best thing about iron condors is you can set the time frame that the condor will be in effect for. You can decide whether an iron condor has a 24-hour lifespan, 48 hours, 72 hours, a week, week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever you want, depending on what condor and what you're writing on. If you're going to write on SPY or QQQ indexes, then you're going to be able to really go into short-term trades. SPY, ETFs, and Qs. You're talking about contracts that expire Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, if I'm not mistaken. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for both. So in effect, you could write a condor today that expires tomorrow. This is Thursday. You could write a condor today that expires Monday if you want to go through the weekend, or you can wait till Monday, write a condor, create condors on Monday that expire Wednesday or Friday of next week for SPYs and triple Qs. And these are heavily traded contracts, huge volumes, tight spreads, and they're easy to create. So something to look into there. What I want to emphasize to those of you who are, most of you are new to this, I want you to understand that the secret to making money in condors, using an iron condor, is to have as wide a spread as you can put together with the shortest amount of time to expose it. And so if you are writing SPY or triple Q here, or even an Apple condor, or Amazon or Tesla or AI or whatever, if you can write contracts that only have 3 days, 4 days, 5 days to go, and then the expiry day shows up, you have a very short amount of time that you're exposed to the market. You don't own the stock. You're not going to own the stock. You don't actually want to own the stock. You simply want to be paid to issue, write, and purchase calls and puts in a spread between high and low. And you just want the stock to be somewhere in that range when they expire worthless. These contracts are supposed to die with zero value. You keep the change in the ultimate. This is the ultimate keep the change trade. And if you're running 5 of them at a time, or 10 or 20, whatever you're comfortable with, that's where you make your money. The key here isn't necessarily making 20 grand on one call, 2 calls and 2 puts. The key to making money like that, or any kind of capital, is writing 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 or 200 of them at a time. Question of how much capital you have available, how risky the trade is. You decide the risk factor by how wide the spread is, and also how wide the upper and lower end of the spread is on your condors. The wider the spread, the better. The shorter the gap between the two, the better. Less money required to write the contract, higher percentage success of winning, and you'll find out very quickly, I understand now what this guy has been talking about. This Uncle Bruce guy has been talking about how these hedge fund managers and hedge fund administrators, these guys are making billions of dollars, millions of dollars a week in profits, and tens of millions a month, and hundreds of millions a year. There are hedge fund managers getting $10 million bonuses. There are all kinds of traders making just a gazillion bunch of money, and it's not just hedge funds, it's the pension fund operators, it's the ETF operator, all these high-end and institutional trading houses with their top-notch people. And you got to understand something else. Inside a hedge fund, there might be 250 employees, okay? 100 of them, 150 of them perhaps, are the back office. They're the administrators. They're the ones counting the money. They're the ones assessing risk. They're the ones that they're the part of the auditing team. They're part of the accounting team. They're part of the legal team. They run the organization. Then you've got the core people who own it, have the ownership stake in it, and then the operators of the trades. And it's those two groups right up there at the very top. So out of 250, there might be 50 people in the organization that really make big money. The rest of them make a good living, yes, but they're not millionaires, all right? The millionaires are at the trading level and higher. And so when I talk to you about the private jet business that's out there, or NetJets or Signature Jets, these firms that offer hourly charter services for private jets, you might find that the individual that owns the biggest chunk of the hedge fund, it might be 5 partners that each own 20% of the company, and then those 5 partners each brought into the firm 5 multi-millionaire investors, billionaire investors, to help fund the thing. And then there's the traders and all the advisors below that. The top 5 guys, okay, they have access to the company jet or 2. They might be so well off with bonuses every year that they've, in effect, purchased their own jet. The next group of guys and girls are the ones who make millions of dollars a year doing what they do. And in good years, they're making 50 million a year, 100 million a year, 20 million a year, 8 million a year, 6 million a year. It ranges from soup to nuts. Some of these folks, not all, but some of them are able to charter a jet through NetJets. They'll buy a 25-hour card for 25 hours of private jet flying time. And they will then plot 25 hours a year of trips, St. Bart's, Hawaii, Europe, somewhere in the USA, Canada, USA, North America, South America, doesn't matter. Others who make millions, who make a paltry 2 or 3 million a year, they're flying business class whenever they go anywhere, minimum. And they're the ones in the lounges, and they're wearing jeans and t-shirts, and you can't tell that they're really well-to-do, because when they're at the airport and they're going to London in business class to hang out for a few days, or they're going to somewhere in Europe or whatever, they're not at the airport to show off how well they're doing. They're relaxing. They're trying to get away from the job for a while, and they're just schlepping around in casual clothing. This is the life of the very, 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 very well-to-do, hardworking well-to-do. You guys are entering this world of theirs in your scale. That's all it is. You're writing exactly the same trades that they're doing with computer-assisted software and all kinds of assistance, because they're dealing in millions of dollars per trade, per day. You're dealing with hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars in trades per day, and you're building it. The good news is you don't have the overhead that these other folks have to deal with. If you're a trader inside a hedge fund, your desk and your 2 or 3 assistants and the software and all those computer screens and all that back office research and everything that you've got coming to you, you've got to generate $1 million a month in profits to pay just to break even around you. If you don't generate $1 million in profits a month, your department, your little pod loses money. Your job's on the line. You're costing the firm cash. They can't afford guys like you. So you generate more than that, and there's generous bonuses available to you. And this is the name of the game in Wall Street and in London and Frankfurt and Shanghai and Tokyo and you name it. Around the world, there are people under unbearable pressure to generate profits each and every day to keep their jobs. And beyond those profits, they get paid handsomely for their jobs. And this is why, in many cases, the young traders that are the mid 20s to the mid late 30s is about as long as they last, because the intensity of the job is so overbearing. They then eventually go into management to manage younger traders, or they go into other areas of the business, or they create their own smaller home operated or collaboration hedge fund themselves. And they might end up subletting space from a hedge fund organization, but they create their own company, and they have access to the trading systems of this company, but they don't work for that company directly anymore. They're just paying rent to these guys. Others work from home, set up their own systems and terminals, and hire a couple of their best pals, and they have little $5 million hedge funds, $10 million hedge funds, $3 million hedge funds, $15 million hedge funds, where they manage people's and clients' capital on a micro scale. They don't fly in private jets anymore. They're flying premium economy or business class when they do go anywhere, but they're no longer under unbearable pressure from the top, where they're managing $100 million of 10 guys. 10 guys put $100 million in, and they want results. They have to get results. There's a lot of pressure. And you are doing the trades that these guys do, but from the comfort of your rec room, basement, living room, bedroom, bathroom, your local Starbucks, wherever you happen to be, you're using one of these things, and I congratulate you and welcome to the party. And there you go. All right, Henry, these guys have daily expirations now, QQQ and SPY. So there it is. So do we let Iron Condors expire, or do we close them out on expiration day? It depends on where you're at. And Clay says exactly, it depends on what you're wanting to chase. Sell a Condor spread for 40 cents, expiry day, it's going to go for a dime. I would personally close things out if it's just 10 cents of value left. It all depends also on a couple of other things. For some of you guys, your brokerage fees are higher than others, and you may find that to close out a 40 contract Condor, 10 of each contract, you're going to be paying commissions on 40 contracts. And you may find that, you know what, between Thursday and Friday, if I don't buy them back or close this thing out, I don't have to pay commissions on 40 transactions. And the market is in the middle of my range, so the likelihood is these are going to die worthless. So I don't have to buy them back. There's no pressure to do so. I took in the 40-cent spread. I took in a $1 spread. I took a $2 spread. I took in a 74-cent spread, whatever the spread was. The last day or two, you may find that you're only making the last 15 or 20 cents. It all adds up if you've got 40 of them. You might find, though, that there's another Condor you want to write on Thursday. Today, you may want to write a Condor that expires next week, Friday, that you want to take on today, just because of the pricing of the contracts and the spread and where the stock is or the index, whatever it is. And so you may find you're motivated to close out your position and just say, thank you. I took in 70 cents and I gave back 20 cents. I took 50 cents off the table, $50 a Condor, and I wrote 20 this week. There's $1,000. Thank you. Now I'm going to write 20 for next week, whether I'm going to write stock options or whether I'm going to do a Condor on the triple Q or the SPY for next Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday. There you go. So it's not a simple answer, but pulling in dough every week is a lovely thing to do. Anyway, there you have it. Welcome everybody to the party. And DH, thank you for thumbs up number 49. Appreciate this. Thank you, those of you who have stepped up here and have become Gold Bagel members and Chilling with Uncle Bruce members. I really appreciate it. You guys are fabulous. We had a nice little surge yesterday of members. We had our show last night, our Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce show last night at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We covered quite a number of Condor trades last night and went over a number of scenarios. And I see more of that as our future. And again, I welcome you into the Gold Bagel level because you're able to join me every morning at 8 o'clock for the pre-alert show, or who knows what I'm going to talk about. And then the Primetime Live show, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And you can, of course, watch them on rerun anytime you want as a Gold Bagel member as well. So thank you all who are joining the channel as Gold Bagel level members. Also, those of you who've been here as members now for 3 months, 6 months, a year, year and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years. Thank you again, as always, for renewing your memberships. It is fabulous. As I said earlier, for those of you who are just joining up now, showing up, we will have lesson 16 available on the website later today. It'll be sometime this afternoon. We will have the lesson up. It's been edited and it is ready to go. Jennifer Jr. is going to help me with this after the show today. And so those of you who want to get number 16, just a few more hours, you'll be able to order your copy. Those of you who are here for the class, you should have already received your edited version of the class, because we had it all, got it out last night. Thank you all so much for joining in and being part of the show. It's just great to see you here. Let's take a look again at pre-markets. Where are we at right now? Let's get a handle on what's going on. The Bank of England today raised their interest rate by 1/4 point. The Dow is off 63 points. The S&P is off 13.5. NASDAQ looks like about 77 points on the downside. It is not a bloodbath pre-market by any means. It looks like a market to me that is looking for an excuse to go higher. It's just looking for an excuse to anyone who wants out, get off the bus here. Okay, get out. And now we're just going to continue on down the road and say, thank you very much. We're going to go further on here to our end destination. You guys get off from here. That's fine. And that might be what's happening. We may have a market that has a down dip to start the first half an hour to an hour of the day. And then we have a turnaround and another rally to recoup some of the dread that came through yesterday. Anticipating Apple and Amazon returns is what we're really watching. I'm noticing now that Rocket Lab is only down 4 and SoFi's down 14, but GameStop is up 14 cents this morning. So a little mixed market there. Matterport looks like it's down 4 cents. 23andMe, I think, is up 4 cents. So we got a mixed bag here of some up and down trades. SmartRent looks like it's ahead by 6. Apple's only off 58 cents. Goldman Sachs down $4, down $6 yesterday, 4 more today. But it's had a good run lately. Cisco's up 12 cents. Tesla only down 174. Arc Innovation's down 47 cents. We got Microsoft down 174, down 880 yesterday. Pfizer is actually up 4 cents today. HPQ down 22. Google is down 82 cents. Amazon has been up all morning. It's up 50 cents this morning. Lost 350 yesterday. Nvidia down 535. Unity is up $1.04. AI is only off 54 cents, and Adobe down 486, losing $18 yesterday. So we really don't have accelerating losses. We don't have mega dollar per share pullbacks on these expensive stocks. We don't see $10 drops all over the place. It's just not happening. We're not getting downgrades all over the place either. It's one here, one there. But we are getting the odd company coming out going, third quarter, we're not so sure about anymore. We're going to be profitable, but maybe not as profitable because of these factors, blah, blah, blah. And so the markets react harshly or not at all, depending on just how overbought the stock is or not. Earl Harwell, number 56. Thank you, Earl. Appreciate the thumbs ups, everybody. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button, let us know what number you are. We appreciate that. That's the story. Shopify expects faster revenue growth. That's a headline coming out. There you go. We've got this mixed bag of stories going on. Barron says here, Roku stock is on a roll. Why Citi says it's time to step away. Certain brokerage firms are kind of going, well, some are overcooked here. Maybe it's time to hold off and not acquire more. They never say sell. Interesting. SoFi, the news keeps coming out on SoFi. More analytical commentary being done. Generally speaking, it is positive. I mean, it is very, very positive for SoFi because SoFi doesn't make their money from one particular thing. SoFi has a diversified platform. They make money all over the place, and they're about to get their student loan program going, and that is going to free up and bring in cash flow to add to the bottom line profits of the bank. So SoFi is getting a lot of positive press, and there's also a number of analysts who are kind of they're trying as best they can to tell the investing community out there, look, the thing about SoFi is this thing is so tiny right now. The bank is not one of the biggest banks in the world, but they're going to become a major player in the financial area. They're going to grow their size. And if you're adding, say, 30% more deposits to your balance sheet every quarter, not every year, every quarter, and you're now at almost $13 billion, we could be talking about a $4 or $5 billion add to the deposit base in the quarter we're in right now, where we're now this just started the second month of 3 for this third quarter. By the end of the year, SoFi could well be approaching 18 to 20 billion in deposits instead of the 13 they're sitting on now. It still doesn't make them a top 10 bank. I mean, they're far from a top 10 bank. That's the exciting part about this. These analysts are saying to their followers, look, you guys, we're talking to you about a company called SoFi, the bank, as if they are a top 10 bank. They're going to become a top 10 institution in size. They're micro right now compared to mega Bank of America and the others, but they are growing at a rate that is unstoppable. And their expenses are extremely low per customer, very low expenses per customer because there are no physical branches. And so these reports keep coming out that sort of say, they're kind of, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to say when the stock reaches $30 a share and 40 and 50, these analysts will say, I told you so. I told you 2 years ago. I told you back in 2023. I told you guys that this entity was going to become a major player because the road they're on is headed to the higher end of the size of banks in the US. They're going to be one of the biggest banks in America. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a question of how fast are they getting there and how soon are they getting there. But at 35% growth rate per quarter, it ain't going to take very long because it compounds at this level, just compounding. They reach 20 billion. If they reach 20 billion in deposits and grow their deposits by 30% the next quarter, that's 6 billion more in deposits. They just got to basically 13. Now we're talking about 6 billion in a quarter additionally. You can see what I'm talking about here. This growth rate is going parabolic. Noto is buying stock every chance he gets because he knows that this stock is headed for triple digits during his tenure of running the bank. He knows it. He sees it. His accountants are going, oh yeah, Jesus, we're on the way. You've set this thing up. You've got your Galileo system set up. You've got your mortgage company set up. You've created the credit cards. You're now setting up the trading division, soon to have option writing capabilities and so on. You're cornering every angle of the banking market and investing market, the mortgage market, the car loan market, the refi market. You're cornering it. You're nailing it online. You're the Amazon of digital banking, of fintech banking. That's what you're becoming. And that's why these analysts are saying the stock is at its earliest stages right now. We haven't even started yet. So at 990 to 1010 a share, 10, it's a nothing burger so far. We haven't gone anywhere. This is why I don't want you to write options on it. I don't want you to write call options on your SoFi. Not yet. Not yet. Soon, down the road, when the shares reach the 20s, you'll do iron condors on SoFi. You'll start doing iron condors. You'll make money. You'll get cash. You can do cash secured puts right now on dips. Absolutely. But don't be writing covered calls right now. I don't recommend it. I know some of you are doing it. You're ignoring me. You're saying, I'm smarter than the old man. I know what I'm doing. I'm on top of it. I won't get caught. You're on your own. It's okay. I'm not mad. It's all right. But just be forewarned. There are viewers of this channel for the last 6 months who have been caught on SoFi. From time to time, they get out of it, then they get into it again. It's your call. It's your money. It's your stock. Do what you want. But do not be, you're not going to be able to point at me and go, you never told me about this. You're not going to be able to do that. U.S. first-time jobless claims rise to 227,000 in the last week. That could be good news for the market. Any kind of indication that labor needs unemployment insurance is kind of a good thing, because that's what the Fed wants to see, a slowing economy overall. But U.S. productivity picked up in the second quarter. Well, that's bad. That's a strong economy. So how's this working out? Saw an article this morning about how more and more American workers, a higher percentage and a higher percentage and a higher percentage of Americans who work for a living are basically telling their bosses, I like you, but I don't love you. And I'll tolerate you, but I'm not going to sink my entire future in with you. I don't trust you guys. More American workers are saying to their employers, the last 15, 20 years haven't been all that great for me. I've noticed that the owners of this company that I work for and the top people around here have had a wonderful 20 years. I can tell by the kind of neighborhoods they live in, the kind of cars they drive, the clothing they wear, how many assistants they can afford to have. Where those of us in the middle ranks of this organization, we were the ones that you put the work on our backs, and we delivered the results, but we only got cost of living raises. We didn't get the bonuses, and we didn't get the upside. And so many employees are saying, I'm here, but I'm not completely here. You're not getting 110% of my attention, because folks are saying to themselves and figuring it out, to replace me, if I walk out or you dump me, you want to bring someone to replace me? I know that what I do here, I do 3 people's jobs. That's what I do now. I'm now 15 years into this company. I'm so experienced, and I'm so aware of all the little quirks and nonsense and the political vibe and all the departments. I'm actually doing 3 people's jobs, and you're treating me as a mid-level executive. You're not giving me credit for where credit is due. And I know more than my supervisor does, or I know as much as my supervisor. The only thing I don't know are what the supervisors get briefed on. But I find that out later through all my little contacts around here. And I know for a fact that you guys have got us pegged for replacement. You are looking to get rid of us. And I know that your loyalty to me is not that deep. And I think our futures we're going to be gone in 5 years. There's a 5-year plan. From your end, I'm not part of it. And from my end, you're not part of my 5-year plan either. We're going to depart. And a lot of employees have decided that this mandatory come back to the office thing is BS. We're not coming back. I dare you to fire me. I dare you to dump me. I'm not coming back full time. And a lot of companies are throwing in the towel on this mandatory come back to the office crap, because they're realizing we can only scare a quarter of them into doing what we want them to do. The rest of them are telling us to screw ourselves, because they can find jobs elsewhere, and or they can find their exact same job as a consultant rather than an employee. And they're not afraid to be consultants, because they're figuring out, well, my friend did it. I know a relative of mine did it. I know my best friend from college did it 2 years ago, and they're happy. They're really happy. And I'm finding out from pals of mine who have decided to become consultants, they're only working 30 hours a week, and yet they're making 50 hours a week of money. Why am I the sap? I'm not going to play this game anymore. And so corporations have to fish or cut bait. They either have to move up these people in title, move them into senior ranks, or they got to pay them more for what they're doing, or they're going to have to lose them. Now, there are some companies so arrogant, so full of themselves, that they're going to take the aggressive approach. They're going to make a big deal about firing people and humiliating employees in front of other employees, and just try to scare everyone else into submission. So we're going to offload 10, 15% of the people around here, since they're going to lose 5% by retiring anyway, but we're going to make it look like we really cleaned house around here. And so the rest of you better line up with us. And some of the junior employees will fall for that trick, but the seniors will go, no, I'm 42 years old. I've been here since I was 28, and this is BS. I know it's BS, and I'm not going to be intimidated by these shenanigans of yours, because frankly, I noticed that the upper ranks of this organization are run by 40 to 45-year-olds, and I'm in that range, and you haven't included me in that gang of yours, which means you've told me already in no uncertain terms what my future is in this organization. Not that good. And so people are going, I realize now that I reached the top end of my ability to be part of this company, and I'm going to quiet quit this place. I'm going to, show up, but just, in body, not in mind. I'm going to put in as much as I need to, but no more. And I'm going to demand, and I'm just not going to show up for 5 days a week. I'm just going to inform my people. You want me? I'm in meetings at home, and I don't do as many meetings on Zillow anymore as I used to, because I now control my time. And people are going, this paycheck you're giving me is worth 40 hours a week or 37 and a half hours a week, and that's exactly what you're going to get. You're not getting 60 hours a week out of me anymore, and certainly 2 hours in and 2 hours out, that's not happening anymore. Or hour in or hour back. No, that's over. I'm not going to do it. I'd rather spend more time with my children, not have them in daycare, be the taxi for the kids, get them to their music lessons, get them to their swimming classes, get them to soccer, whatever they're doing. I'd rather be a part of that and just be an employee of the company, rather than be the slave that's been driven into the ground without any recognition or positive feedback. Congratulations to those of you who are able to do this and have been doing it. And of course, those of you figuring out, I can actually hang out with Uncle Bruce and his pals, and I can make a living doing this and work on the side as a hobby. I can do a job on the side that I've done for years and years and years, but not have to make it my life anymore. So yeah, way to go, guys. Nicely done. Good morning, all. Sell my house, number 77. Who cares? I'm 78. Touchgrass, I'm number 80. All right. Thank you, guys, for these thumbs ups, letting me know what number you are. It is appreciated. We're at 82 thumbs ups and climbing, going for 200 again. We hit 200 last night. Some of the rerunners put us over the top. Thank you all for that. Much, much appreciated. Good to have you all here with us this morning. We'll see how this market reacts the day before option expiry day. See what's going to happen. A headline coming out of the news here: Saudi Arabia says it will extend oil production cut of 1 million barrels a day for another month through September. If this is a surprise to any of you here, then you're not paying attention to this show. You're not paying attention to the world markets. But if you actually believe that a 1 million barrel a day production cut that the Saudis are just going to maintain is actually going to allow oil to surge to $130 a barrel, you are sadly mistaken. This million barrels a day production cut that they want to extend has been made up by all the cheaters inside OPEC. All the third world countries that are in OPEC are so desperate for bribe money. With all the coups going on in Africa right now, the generals have decided, you know what? I think we should run the country. I think we should just throw the prime minister in jail, assassinate the president of the company, get rid of the parliament. We'll run this country because we have the guns and the bullets. We've got all the military equipment. They don't. And we'll pay our generals and colonels and captains and all these guys out of all this oil money that our country generates. It's not going to the citizens. We're not going to give money to these poor people on the street. They're bums. If you've got a military uniform on, you have and should get respect. And this is where the money's going to go. We're going to buy more weaponry, and we're going to make sure that our top 5% of our armies and whatnot are living the life of luxury. And we'll keep all of their underlings happy, and we'll just spread this money around where it needs to be spread around. So instead of giving it to 50 million people, we'll give all this oil money to 5 million people, our people, because the president isn't doing it. We're not getting enough bribe money from these guys, so we'll just replace these losers. votes, schmotes, any democracy advocates around, we'll just put them in jail. They'll just disappear in the middle of the night. They were taken in for questioning and they tripped and fell and they died. Yeah. Too bad. We'll run this game. So there are a lot of third worlders out there who are more than making up for the 1,000,000 barrels a day of cutbacks in Saudi Arabia, because these guys need every dollar they can get their hands on from oil sales. And they're competing with the Russians, who are selling their oil at a discount to this world price. And these third world generals and colonels, they need cash. And so they got to move crude, man. They got to move crude, whether it's officially or unofficially. They're going to do what the Russians do. They'll say to OPEC, "Oh yeah, through the port, through this export facility over here, we're only selling 800,000 barrels a day of oil. Oh yeah, we're just as stringent as everyone else." Of course, over there, 5 miles away, we have ships being loaded up with crude, with trucks and smaller little port facilities where we have pumps set up over there, and we're pumping crude into ships over there, and those ships are selling oil under the table to a lot of willing buyers for cash. No reporting, no environmental anything. It's suitcases full of money, and the military is well funded. It's incredible how well militaries are funded in third world countries where people are starving to death. It's really an amazing thing to witness, and how if you're a diplomat for any country and you want to talk to people in charge about human aid, charitable drives, or helping schools get created, or blah blah blah, who do you have to negotiate with? Warlords. You have to negotiate through warlords. What a nice title. Can you imagine just how wonderful life is for the average person that lives in a district run by a warlord? Yeah. And the Western world just turns its head away and looks the other direction, because there are too many of them. 160 something countries. How many are screwed up? A ton. And then you've got the Saudis, who, on the one hand, look at Americans and go, "We love you guys because you give us all these American dollars to buy our crude so that you can drive your big fat SUVs out there. We love you guys. You guys are just funding our lifestyle like you can't believe." And if you are a Saudi national and you're a man, you've got it good. If you're a male in Saudi Arabia or in other countries of OPEC, boy, is life pretty good for you, especially if you're connected in any way to the royal families or to the hierarchy. Oh, life is very good. If you're a middle class Saudi that follows the rules and just lays low and doesn't cause a problem, and you do good work at your work, you're well paid, you're well looked after, you've got guaranteed subsidized mortgages for your home, you've got guaranteed subsidized fuel for your car. They don't give a crap what the mileage is for your vehicle. Burn this crap into the sky. We don't give a damn, because we're just a country that is off the radar with respect to environmental rules. We don't have to follow that crap. Let the Americans worry about that. Let the Brits worry about that. Let the Germans worry about that. We're just going to enjoy this lovely Western currency from these crazy North Americans and Europeans that just burn this stuff. And we built our 100-story tall condo buildings and office towers, and we built some of the finest airports in the world. We've built infrastructure out like you can't believe. We've got free university housing. We've got subsidized airfares. It's all good. Hey, thank you, America, they say, and Canada and the rest of Europe. Thank you, Western world, for giving us the lifestyle that we have. And it's been really good around here since the 90s and the 2000s, and it's just been terrific now. And we're going to keep this going. And we'll announce these cutbacks to keep the pressure on the oil price and keep it in this $80, $100 range. And we're just scoring dollar after dollar. Because out of Saudi Arabia, you want to pull oil out of the ground in Saudi Arabia, you only need 1955 technology to pull oil out of the ground in Saudi Arabia. I mean, it is just punch a hole in the ground, pull out oil. You bring in modern drilling techniques and everything else, and you could really enhance production, which they are. And Saudi is pulling oil out of the ground for 10, 12 bucks a barrel and making a killing. The reality, though, is Saudi Arabians need $60 to $80 oil to break even because of all the money they're spending on their population. Bribes to their military, secret police, their judges, their jailers, their torturers, their secret hit squads. All these guys are getting paid a lot of cash from the oil game. Journalists get chopped to pieces in Turkey, and funny little things like that. They need money for that kind of stuff. Someone's got to be paid to do it. They have the money. As long as we keep buying their product and keep burning it as stupidly as we do, and it's in Canada, USA, Mexico, everywhere. We are dumber than dumb when it comes to the human race. We are burning this stuff off. Can't replace it because it takes like 1 million years for oil to be made deep underground by pressure and decomposition of organics and stuff. However oil is created, it's taking a long time to create. We're pulling it out of the ground without being able to replace it, and yet the sun shines on us all the time, and we're dying in the heat, and we don't have solar panels on every square inch of rooftop in our worlds because we're idiots. That's really the problem. We're stupid. And we're lazy and we're fat. Look at me. Look how fat I am. I'm fat and lazy. I'm not lean and hungry. And so there you go. Do you have to care about that? Not really. Yes and no. What do you need to worry about? What you need to worry about is where the stock market is going. You need to know whether the market is going up or down or staying flat. If you're an option writer, you need to be able to take the shrinkage and turn that into cash into your pocket. That's what you need to worry about. But once in a while, the old man rants about this and that and the other thing, and you will rant yourselves. It's all good. But the world is the way the world is for a reason, and we're part of it. We're part of the problem. We're part of the solution. We're not the only ones with the solution, and we're not the only ones with the problems, but we're all in it together. And whether you like it or not, we have to care. We actually do have to care and pay attention to what's happening outside our house, city, county, state, country, province, what have you. We have to be aware of what's going on out there. And thankfully, the viewers of this channel here, of which there's only 157 of you hanging around with this old man, you don't have to worry about minute-to-minute war news out of Ukraine or minute-to-minute news out of Saudi Arabia or China. You have the Western world at your beck and call. And I say to you who are here, take advantage of the world you're in to the nth degree. It's being handed to you on a silver platter. How it came to you, it doesn't matter. Whether it was your parents, your grandparents, great-great-grandpa, whatever wars they fought, whatever conflicts they helped figure out, all of you out there have been handed the Western world on the silver platter, and you're watching an old fart like me talking about how to make money in this market, and you don't have to get your fingernails dirty. You don't have to sweat by sitting in a ditch somewhere and digging crap out of a pipe. You are able to enjoy a Western lifestyle in air-conditioned comfort, hopefully, or by the lake, wherever you are right now. You can travel the world freely, and a good chunk of the world. Your passport is accepted wherever you go. Take advantage of the life that's being handed to you. Do not get caught in a garbage job with garbage bosses, with BS policies. Take control of your life while you can, as you can, and make the most of it. And that's what's happening on this channel, bit by bit by bit, week by week, person by person by person. It's not easy, though. If you think that it's simple to just become your own asset manager and make all kinds of money in the market, think again. Not that simple. Going to require some work. But the good news is you have the technology to absorb the information you need. You've been given basic indication to accept the knowledge and process it in your head. You have resources which you can use to continue to expand your knowledge. You got this old YouTuber encouraging you on and on to go down the highway further, to take it to another level. And you've got each other here as members of this channel and through the Discord group and everything else. You're here to work with each other to become richer together. And what's the big payoff waiting for you? We figured it out yesterday. If you were here yesterday, you know exactly what I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, God, I can't believe it's going to be so exciting. October the 21st of this year is the big payoff day. Huge for a whole bunch of you here. Huge payoff day. The rest of the channel's going, what is he talking about? October 21st, Secaucus, New Jersey, Pie Day. I mean, how great is this? The meet and greet day of this channel in Secaucus, New Jersey. Bring a pie. Oh my gosh, are we going to have some fun on that day? I cannot wait. The meet and greet that's going to be done right here on this channel, where people are going to bring their favorite pie to the meet and greet. Because that's what they were talking about yesterday on this channel. Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. Pie Day. I'm looking forward to it. I think that's going to be fantastic. Some of you will bring whipping cream, and some of you will bring the pies, and we'll get together and compare notes. And 90% of these people watching me going, what are they doing over there? What's wrong with these people? I don't know what this channel's all about. It's wild and wacky. Meet and greet in New York. Can't wait. Looking forward to seeing you. And oh, the pies, the pies. Oh, the pies. Yes, indeed, the pies. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're here for ciao from Luca. How you doing, buddy? I'll see you a little later. Studies are desperate, they say. Oh, the pies. Yes, let's not forget about the pies. We talked about them yesterday, the last half hour of the show. It dominated the show. Could be a lot of fun. Anyways, welcome all to the party. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for just letting me know how you're doing and touching base with me, keeping up on this market. We have 8 minutes to go. We start trading here. We're off 85 on the Dow. Nothing to worry about. 17-point drop on S&P, 103 on NASDAQ. Yeah, okay, 2/3 of a point. That's the story. The Fitch bond rating group downgraded the U.S. bonds. Yeah, like as if we didn't know that was coming. Have you not heard the last 5 years how many bonds are being issued? There's that. Of course, if you take the buyer away, the Federal Reserve, which is the biggest buyer of U.S. bonds, you get a higher interest rate environment. And sure enough, 10-year Treasury right now will pay you over 4% interest. You can get that kind of money courtesy of the U.S. government if you would like to lend them money. But do you think you can make more than 4.17% on your money if you write options or put out iron condor positions? Something tells me I think you can. I think you can certainly outdo a 4% annual return by putting your money to work yourself. I know that's for a lot of you out there, you've held 401ks and IRAs where there's been these 2% management fees coming off the top, whether you notice them or not. That takes 2% of the 4.1 right out of the equation if you do it yourself. So just you managing your own money, you're 2% further ahead on your own account. Now, can you be a better manager of your money than these so-called pros? And can you beat the U.S. government? You only need to do 2.1% to tie it. I think you can do very well in this area, especially writing covered calls and poor man covered calls and cash secured puts and iron condors. I think you can do really, really, really well. So congrats, all of you. It's nice. Are we doing this in New Jersey now instead of New York? We're looking at the idea of Secaucus, New Jersey, only because people can drive in and out from the mainland as opposed to the island. It's a lot simpler for a lot of folks to get in and out of there versus Manhattan itself. I haven't nailed it down yet, but I will in the very near future. I will nail down exact locations and logistics. But it looks like near the Meadowlands is what we're talking about. There's literally a bus from the Port Authority that drives out to Secaucus across the street from this one hotel we're looking to stay at. There's a convention center there. There's a 4-story parkade there. I mean, easy in, easy out. And you grab the bus literally across the street from the hotel from downtown Midtown, like from Midtown. I mean, it's so both ways, easy peasy. In any event, I'll keep you posted on that. Karen is here, number 94. Unity had good numbers yesterday, says Lisa. Yes. Flint Creek. Yes, Karim. It's easy to get there. Gary, are you going to have morning bagel? Flint, I may stay in New Jersey or Brooklyn. BZ, Secaucus, 15 minutes away from my house. JR, I get to be number 99 today. David, all this talk about pies and bagels and whipped cream has me wondering if it has something to do with your show about wacky tobacco. All that's missing is pile dancing. D.H. Ruda, Bruce wants to bring his jet into Teterboro. You see, I want to bring in my private jet to Teterboro and then have you guys come and join us there. It would be great. Oh, man, we are 5 minutes away from opening this market. Let's find out how much money you're going to make today. I sure hope you guys are enjoying this market. I sure am enjoying watching it here. We're at 39.23 on AI right now, down 64 cents. This is hardly a serious drop-off this morning. We may have the first 20, 30 minutes of a little pullback, and then we may have a rally behind it. Don't be surprised. So just keep an eye on this market. Don't worry about overreacting to these early moves. Some of you are waiting for the right moment to take on cash-secured puts. The first 20, 30 minutes of the day might be the time. We'll find out when we get things started. BW, really no thoughts to have the meet and greet in Hell's Kitchen, New York City. Really? You don't want to hang out with the gangbangers in the Bronx? I mean, come on, man. Where's the flavor of this meet and greet? See, I don't want you guys getting mugged if you're bringing a pie to our meet and greet. So I'm thinking if we do it in Jersey, you need to get just from the parking garage into the hotel lobby, and you're safe. You should be okay. And now those are connected, so you should be okay. Good morning from Constantine. I'm thumbs up number 104. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you for letting me know how long you've been members of this channel. 107 now are in here. We're coming on. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, everybody. Thank you very much for your participation in the channel. Thank you for these floating hearts and other emojis that pop up on the page every once in a while. Love seeing those. Fantastic. Would there be a drive-by shooting? Would that be what we're trying to avoid here? John, all this talk about pies and whipped cream reminds me of the time I dated Miss Sausage Roll back in 1987. Oh, my. Those are the days. 1987, John Biscuit. Oh, Miss Sausage Roll. Oh, gosh. Why was she Miss? Is she still a Miss? Or did she ever get married? Oh, my gosh. Did she marry Mr. Bunn? I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my gosh. Matthew, number 106. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, as always, all of you coming in here. Oh, my God. SSBW. Oh, my God. Too much fun. And I sure hope you guys have a great day today. I think you will. This market is just set for option writers like you cannot believe. It's just perfect. We are 2 minutes away from the opening, and we'll just see what happens here with this market. Giddy on up. It'll be a down dip to start. We'll just see how much is to it. Apple down 118, Goldman down $2, Cisco down 8 cents, Tesla's down 220, Arc Innovations down 48, Microsoft down $1.50, Pfizer down 8 cents, HPQ down 36, Alphabet, Google down 50, Amazon down 67, Nvidia down $5, Unity up 11 cents, AI down 56, Adobe down 630. Nothing that this market cannot overcome. With a little dip to start, and then we'll see what the rally is like. We'll find out soon enough. Thank you all for being here. John Biscuit, alas, she died of morbid obesity 6 months later. It was a sad, sad story, but for a while she was Miss Sausage Roll. I'll likely be staying at my new office in Jersey, short drive to New York City if that's where we are going to meet, says JR. I cannot blame you for that, my friend. BW John, if you're going to drop those kinds of bombs, you got to get on the membership or at least Discord, buddy. Please join the channel. That would be great. Thank you all again so much for those of you who are subscribing to this channel from around the world. We love having you here. Those of you who have been able to become members of this channel, I thank you so much for doing that. You have absolutely kept us on the air much longer than we would have been had we not had memberships. And of course, you've helped us dramatically and tremendously. Because you've become members, we have been able to keep the trolls at a pretty good distance. We occasionally run into one, but not that often. And I want to say thank you to you members out there who have really helped out. You've stepped up and you've made this channel a pleasant place to hang out with some really great folks. Thank you all. And here we go, Lorraine, BW, I'm near you in Chelsea, you and I in Hudson Yards. Larry Titus, we're open, Bruce. BW, Kirkland, sprinkling water sprayed all over my sit-stand desk. Thanks, John. Larry Titus, let's go. Thank you all for joining in. Yes, please do consider becoming a member of this channel if you're not one already. A Gold Bagel member is the way to go. It is $25 a month, and YouTube will take 30% of that. I get $17.50 of it, but that helps keep us on the air here, and the more, the merrier. And I'll tell you, Wednesday nights, Primetime Live, we've been talking Condors now, and of course, every morning, 8 o'clock for the Primetime, for the Trade Alert Show, just for Gold Bagel members. It pays to be a Goldie. Thank you, everybody. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, you are dissing us in the Big Apple. Look, I love the Big Apple. You know, but I know something about the Big Apple that you also know, and that is for me to try to get a number of you to come to the Big Apple for a 3-4 hour get together is going to be a real challenge, depending on where you are. It's going to be costly. It's going to be logistically interesting. Where if we do it in the Jersey area, boy, a lot of folks are just going to be able to drive in, see us, and drive home. A lot of folks from the Big Apple can pop out to catch us and pop back in. There's no one perfect spot. There's no perfect solution for everyone. It just doesn't work that way. I know it. You know it. And so I'm leaning now towards the Jersey thing because I think that will attract the most viewers. I think I can get the highest number of you to come and see us on a one-on-one, which is what it's all about. I want to make it as easy as possible, comfortable as possible, if we can pull it off. And so we'll keep you posted on the logistics of this whole thing. We're up a nickel on AI, by the way. AI has just gone green. We're open now, so let's find out how this market wants to play it. I thank you all for being here with me this morning. It's so great to have such a great gang of regulars here. 39.97 on AI, up a dime. Isn't that interesting? The market right now, the Dow is down 113, S&P down 22, NASDAQ's only down 64. It was down 100 something a few minutes ago in the pre-market. We're only down 64 so far. Oil up 60 cents. That is the story. Jobless claims inch up to 227,000, but show no sign of rising U.S. layoffs. And that is the interesting thing, where employees are in control still. And that is what it's about right there. SPY, spiders are down 224. Triple Qs are down 182. We'll see how that plays out. We're down about a third of a point on the Dow, a half a percentage point on S&P and NASDAQ. That's all, not too much. GameStop up a nickel. SoFi down a dime at 9.98. AI now off 8.10 cents. We've got NVIDIA down $2. Rocket Lab down 8 cents. Matterport down 2. SmartRent is down a nickel. We got a Unity down 92. Tesla down just 82 cents at the moment. Tesla down 82 cents, now down 130. Apple down $1. Google down 58 cents. Moderna up 196. They had good numbers this morning. Cisco down 18. Pfizer down 19. IBM down 33. HBQ down 22. Microsoft down 79. You can tell these are penny drops. These are not multi-dollar back-offs. we do not have a massive sell-off going on here. We have residual selling coming in from yesterday. I think this is about to evaporate out, and we may find a turnaround. We may find some opportunists jumping in here. Cash secured put writers, this is your cue. This is your cue. All right, let's see. BW, I was just looking at the map, showed Meadowlands was just east of Hell's Kitchen. So to put it in chat, I'm out in the Pac Northwest in the Washington State, but guess I'll see you in October. Giddy up. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce is staying in Hudson Yards near Jacob Javits Center. No, I'm not. I'm not I'm not staying there. We'll keep you posted on what's going on and where and what, but it'll be easy peasy for those of you coming from Manhattan to get to us. Easy for you in the Jersey area, Pennsylvania, other states. Relatively simple. You can drive in, catch us, and be home that night if that's what you want. If you want to make a weekend of it or a session in the Big Apple, you can do that. We'll keep you posted. Just stand by and don't forget the pie. There you go. Don't forget the pie. 75-point drop on the Dow, now 54 on the Dow. Not much negative going on here from what I can tell. And looks like AI is green again, 40. It's at 40 again. Yep, 40.11, up 24 cents on AI. Some of these stocks are already improving. GameStop is up 15 cents. NVIDIA's up. AI is up. SoFi 10.04, down 3 cents. There's no wave of red coming in here. All right. 63-point drop on the Dow, 18 on S&P, 55 on NASDAQ. We're more around 0.4% drop in the markets, not half a point. So we're improving here. Spiders are now down 174 at 448.63. And we definitely have a bounce going on this morning here from the lows of 447. We're now at 448. So SPYs are climbing. Triple Qs, 372.83. They're down 150. 372 now. They were down to 371.70. They have come up $1.10 as well. So the markets are improving right now. They're gaining a little bit of buying power. GameStop up 19. SoFi down 5 cents. AI up 19. NVIDIA up 32. Matterport is up a penny now. Unity up 15. Tesla up $1. Apple only off 87 cents. Google down 48. Moderna up 440. Cisco down 28 cents. Pfizer 26. IBM down 32. HPQ down 11. Microsoft is now green, up 36. Amazon down 93 cents. Home Depot up $1. Netflix up $1. Adobe down 6. Boeing up 68 cents. I'm looking at some greens here. Costco up 240 now. So we see some green shoots beginning to show up here. There is no massive sell-off happening at all. All righty. Let's see. Lorraine, BW, Meadowlands is in New Jersey. My car is parked in Brooklyn. Splitter, good morning, y'all. Kareem, Uncle Bruce, will you have a microwave at the meet and greet so we can warm up our pie? And the freezer for the ice cream, getting a little demanding, aren't we? Splitter, my grandfather has a birthday today, so I'm not much on the air. Wishing you all still a relaxed and enjoyable day. Splitter, best wishes to your granddad and to all of you folks in Germany today that are watching and are hanging out. Thank you all. Those of you in the UK, Denmark, Netherlands, everywhere in Europe, thank you for being followers of this channel. Appreciate it very much. Well, there you go. Interesting stuff. AMC has again asked the New York Stock Exchange and FINRA to look into the trading of its stock, probably because of the shenanigans going on with its stock. Will anything come of it? Who the hell knows? I do really not know how that's going to play out. Let's see here. GameStop up 15. SoFi down 2 cents. It's at 10.06. SoFi is about to go green. It's trying to come on right now. SoFi volume in 9 minutes, 2.8 million, and it's running up. SoFi 10.10. It's green. SoFi just went green. Here we go on SoFi. No sell wave to start the day here of any significance. Interesting. Couple million shares, and we're green on SoFi. AI, again, down 11 now. NVIDIA up 136. GameStop up 15. Right on. We got all kinds of interesting things happening. Tesla up 85, Apple down 77, Google down just 44 at the moment. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining into the show. We were watching, I've been watching interest rates out of the corner of my eye to keep an eye on just what the world is doing and thinking. The US 10-year now is almost at 4.2%. It's at 4.183. So it's climbing. The yield is climbing on the US 10-year Treasury. The pound is now the British pound 126.6, down a half a penny today. The euro down about 0.140014, down to 109.25. So currencies are still losing ground to the American dollar. European markets are negative 2/3 of a point to about 1% today. The U.S. market right now is down 1/3 of a point for the Dow, half a point for S&P, 1/4 of a point for NASDAQ. Oil is ahead 45 cents a barrel at 79.94. That is what's going on in the overall markets at the moment, okay? And we are seeing stocks waver between pluses and losses, pluses and losses. SoFi is now 10.11, ahead by 3 cents. It's just touched 10.13 a few moments ago. 3.2 million on SoFi. So SoFi is green. AI looks like it's green around the 40 mark. NVIDIA is green, up $1.97. The Dow off now 120, now 150. So we've got a sell wave going through. This could be program trading. It could be one last run at a down dip. I don't know. We'll find out as we keep working this market. All right. All righty, Splair. Thank you for your kind response, says Splair. We'll tell him your wishes as well. Go SoFi, says Splair. Please hold on to that $10 level, please. Deep value of the options, Wayfair almost 20% today. There you go. There's always winners and losers. Every day there's a winner and a loser or more. So we'll see what it brings us. Congratulations out there, making money. Keep it going. Matterport is up 2 cents. Rocket Lab down 7. We got Unity up 26 cents, holding a little gain. Tesla is now up $1.20. Apple down 85, Google down 58, Moderna up 94. Other stocks, HD, Home Depot is up 43 cents. Netflix up $3 now. Boeing is up $1.28. Target up 7 cents. Costco up 158. So we got green indicators are showing up here and there. Just don't know, will everyone else join the party or what? We'll find out. The Dow now down 139, 0.4%. S&P down 0.48, down 21. NASDAQ down just 38 points. NASDAQ's coming on. Everyone else is dropping off. Apple and Amazon release earnings tonight after the bell, kids. That is definitely coming our way. All right. Deep Value says that MELI is up almost $100. There you go. There's winners and losers out there. Okay. 39.83 on AI. GameStop up 20 cents to 21.03. And triple Qs are 372.94. They hit a low of 371.77. They're still up $1.20 from the low. Near the high of the day on the triple Qs. That is definitely reflecting NASDAQ there. SPY, they are down to 447.99, the SPYs, and that is near about 30 cents from the low of the day at the moment, down 214 on SPY so far. Dow down 130 at the moment. Okay, everybody. And Luca, I put in a short strangle on AI. I wrote a put at 38. Then I wrote a call at 45, bringing home $500 in premium. So you're doing a right and a right at 38 and 45. Interesting stuff. Speaking of pies and cakes, tiramisu, anybody? Are we going from pies into cakes now and ice cream, according to Kareem, and whipping cream? What's happening at this meet and greet? It's going to be a calorie fest. What is going on over there? I don't know. We'll find out. 9.96 on SoFi, just dipped under 10 again. 3.8 million volume with a sell wave coming through. There you go. This market is jittery today, up 120, down 126 on the Dow now, little better, and Nasdaq down 51, S&P down 22. That's where we are at the moment. AI just went red. It's now down 31 cents. Nvidia is still up 86. And Tesla's still up, but up only 86 cents right now. Unity up 21. Apple down 81. The Amazon shares were off. They're off 74 cents. So Amazon, Apple out tonight with earnings. We'll wait to see what happens there. All righty, everybody. Hector, let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. Yes, sir. Thank you all. We have 120 thumbs ups. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. If you're keeping the thumbs up meter going for us, I'd appreciate it. Very good. Nice to have you all here this morning, watching a whole bunch of stuff going on simultaneously today. And I'll see what's going on there. Excellent, excellent. Right on, right on, right on. If you're writing any writing working on iron condors, you always want to be on top of your positions, keeping an eye on your calls, your puts to see where you're at. You want to try to keep your positions above or below where the market really is. But you will have to tolerate the opening half hour to an hour to see where the market really wants to trend. This morning, I see the NASDAQ off a third of a point. I see the S&P 500 down 0.54 of a percentage point, and I see the Dow down 0.44. With what we saw yesterday with the selling that came in with a 2% loss on NASDAQ, being down 0.34 this morning is hardly a follow-through on selling. It's just not happening. It looks to me like those who wanted to get out got out yesterday, and now people are tentatively coming back in here. There's a few sellers, but they're being slowly absorbed, I think. Now, on the Dow, we're down 155. 150-point Dow move is a nothing burger in today's world. It's a 35,000-point index. This is a 0.42 move, not too serious. So, if you're sitting on an iron condor and the market has gone down towards where your puts are, you've noticed two things. The calls are way down in price. I mean, they are really getting hit. And so you have an opportunity, perhaps, to roll your calls where you buy back, close out your high-priced calls and establish two lower-priced for the same expiry date. And on the puts, you might move and shift a little lower on those. So they'll be a little more expensive to move, but these are a lot cheaper. And so you're gaining a credit here and realigning your credit there. But again, if you're barely at the money or in the money on any of your Condor contracts, you have to factor in your mind, if the stock or the index closes where it is right now on expiry of the positions, what's my status? That's what you want to know in real value, not time value. There won't be any time value on Friday afternoon, whether it's tomorrow or next week or whenever. So you want to see what your credit was getting into the trade, what your credit is going to be if this is the close Friday afternoon. And that will determine whether or not you want to even consider any kind of a rollover. That's the key right there. All righty. Very good. Thank you to Brent. Brent, thank you for the donation. We'll get you number 16. I'll get you class number 16 after I'm off the air. Thank you for that. That came through on PayPal. Alrighty, down 120 on the Dow. We're climbing again. We're coming up. We're only down 17 on the S&P. We're only down 19 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is off 0.14 of a percentage point. The market is climbing on NASDAQ. It's affecting the other two markets. The S&P is now only down 0.42, not 0.55. The Dow is only off a third of a point, not a half a point. Markets are getting better. All right. Let's see. BW. So, Uncle Bruce, so notice on options, if a decent move is happening on a stock, it seems the options kind of lag behind on those moves, and the premiums seem to be held back for a bit on the contracts. Yes. Why then? Because time is running out. Exactly right. If you when you created a Condor, you created the calls up here, the put. You took the call position, the put position. Both positions were out of the money on purpose, of course, with as wide a range as possible. The market has moved one direction or the other. In this case, lately, it's gone lower, which means the puts are getting closer to the money, but they're still not in the money. The calls are way out of the money now. They were, in the middle range, out of the money. Well, now they're really out of the money. So the calls have been the ones who've been devastated in their premiums. They're getting wiped out because they are running out of time. This is Thursday morning. Tomorrow's contracts, if any contracts you've written out there die tomorrow, calls are in trouble. The puts have been brought closer to the market. Oh, for sure. But they also are running out of time. It's likely that in a number of cases right here, there are people right now sitting on put positions where they're just out of the money because the market has come down quite a ways, but they're not yet in the money. And so their put values are actually zero, technically speaking, as of tomorrow afternoon. If the market has a bit of a rally here today, and right now the NASDAQ is about to go green, we're only down 9 points. If we pop through the red and go into a slight green move today, just a quarter point higher, a half a percentage point higher during the morning, the put contract values will start shrinking as well because they're getting further away. The market is going away from the puts, but those calls are not going to react positively because the calls that you entered into, whether you wrote them, whatever you wrote and bought, are still a country mile out of the market, and there's only a day and a half left. They are too far, too gone. And so you may find that as the market recovers a little bit, you might make adjustments. You might actually get out of your calls and lower them to bring in a bigger premium. You might decide to move your puts a little or not do anything at all, because you may find that the put contracts that rose yesterday are falling. Even though the market is falling, the puts are falling on you as well, which is what you want. You want expiry at zero. So with any kind of a gain today, if this market has any kind of an uptick through the day, these put values will be annihilated today, because tomorrow, 1 day to go, and all 4 contracts are out of the money. They're going to zero. By the end of the day, they're going to zero. So this is an interesting thing to watch. At BW, do they hold it there and then release it if the stock drifts back down? Do they hold it there and release it? There's no they holding anything. DQ 126 drive-by thumb. Thank you, DQ. Deep value. Melly up 120, one of the biggest days I've ever seen on the stock. Amy, my Iron Condor August 4s, they expire on the spiders. The spiders are bouncing back up off my low end. There you go. There you go. Right there. You see it yourself. The SPY right now is only down 140. The spider hit a low of 447 today. It's now 448.74. It's at the high of the day right now. So the SPY ETF is rising. So the contracts, the puts are losing all kinds of value. The calls aren't going to do anything. Qs are only down 42 cents. Triple Qs, they have come back as well, down from 371. They're now 373.98. They're at the high of the day. So those of you who are sitting on Iron Condors, on Triple Qs, SPYs, you are already seeing a complete collapse of premiums on both sides. And you're just rubbing your hands together going, perfect, Bruce, just like the Condors are supposed to work out. BW, thanks for the breakdown of that. But I was not clear. I was not as clear as apparently, my bad. Hope that helped the Iron Condor writers. Sorry, Bruce, that was not an IC. I mean the calls. When you go to write and the stock SP is moving up and steadily, the stock price is moving. So the options we want to write seem to lag in premiums increasing along with SP. Is there a lag? Sometimes there can be a lag. It's a question of how many option writers are coming into the contract. There are times where a stock will move up in price, but contracts just don't move for a while. There's not enough interest in that particular contract maybe it's way down in time, down the highway in time, and it just doesn't have an active minute-to-minute following like this week's contracts would, or next week's or next month's. If it's an out-of-the-money call, far out, then it may not have as many participants, and then all of a sudden it does get active. It varies. I'm hoping this answers your question. I'm not sure if I got it. We're only down 95 on the Dow, by the way. We've just come back about 100 points. The S&P is only off 13, and Nasdaq's down 12. We're about to go green, I think, on these markets. I think these markets are going green. By the way, the VIX is at 1697. I mean, that is positive. That is really positive. Very low VIX. That does not show a market going down at all to any extent. Interesting stuff. Spiders down 125. Triple Q's down only 41 cents. GameStop is up 3 cents. SoFi back to $10, only down 9 cents. AI down 14. Nvidia up 380. We got Matterport a half a penny higher. We've got Unity up 43. Tesla up $2, 220. Apple only down 59 cents. Google is up a quarter. Moderna's up $3. Cisco down 7 cents. We're going green here. Microsoft is green, up 58. Amazon is green, up 20. Home Depot up 95. Netflix up 570. Goldman up 26. It's gone green. Boeing is up 97. Meta is up 65. We're going green on the markets. Costco up 240 now, right here. So we got a lot of green showing up all of a sudden here in the last few moments. I think this market is going kind of 2 up, 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, 2 up. That might be the pattern right now. And you iron condor writers, you absolutely see it happening live. You're watching your platforms. They're probably showing you your credits, what your credit looks like, what the cost is to get out. You're probably noticing the values of all 4 contracts that you've got involved in are shrinking. They're shrinking. They're shrinking in value. They're shrinking in value because every minute, every hour now is countdown to tomorrow or again to next Friday. Countdown is on. Shrinkage is happening. Yep, that's it, says BW. Thank you. It's a participation trophy that helps drive the contracts value as well. Right on. Got it. Right on. Up 9 on GameStop. SoFi 1004 coming on again on SoFi. AI up 19. NVIDIA up now $5. The SoFi volume now is 5.4 million. Pretty quiet for 27 minutes, but we're not seeing a sell-off here. 990 was the low. We're at 1004 here. The high today, 1013. Looks like SoFi wants to go higher. Triple Q's only down 37 cents. They're coming on. And SPYs are down $1.40, down $1.20 on the SPYs. Triple Q's are down 8 cents. We're going green. Nasdaq's green. Just turned green on Nasdaq. Triple Q's are about to go green with it. S&P 500 down 13 points. This is why the spiders are only down 120. We're coming on with this market now. All righty. AI up 29. SoFi 1004 down 3 cents. GameStop up 9. NVIDIA up 630. NVIDIA really coming on right now. NVIDIA was down to 438 this morning. 450, approaching 450 right now. So it's coming up at the moment. Matterport up 3 cents. And we got Unity up 58. Tesla up 325. We're climbing here. Google up 35. Moderna up 340. Cisco's green, up a penny. Microsoft up $1. Amazon up 41. We're going higher. HD up 89 cents. Netflix 669 higher. Goldman up 68. Boeing up 113. So yeah, more green shoots are coming in, from what I can tell you. All right, kids. Fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. Hector, Uncle Bruce, give us just a few words about GameStop. What do you think? Earnings won't be out for another, month? 2085 on the stock. Senior executives are leaving again. CFO's gone. What was the CEO left? Ryan is in charge. Cohen. Are they hunting for new talent, or are they going to just promote from within? I get the impression, this is just my I'm totally guessing. You know, they don't talk. They're not speaking. I get the impression that management, the board of directors, are putting on parameters of success to the CEO, CFO, and others, and these guys can't deliver the metrics. They're not able to deliver the metrics that the top end people want, and they're walking out, or maybe they're being asked to leave, or they're being informed that you're only going to get your $200,000 salary. You're not going to get $5 million in stock. And some of these folks maybe have offers from other public companies where they can much more easily make a couple of million a year, and they're just saying, I'm out of here. I'm not going to work here for free for 5 years. Working for 200,000 a year sounds like a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money if you can get a job paying $1 million a year over here. If you can get a job paying a $250,000 salary with $1 million in guaranteed stock bonuses, why would you stay over here where there's no upside whatsoever? Ryan Cohen has done one thing very, very well. He has taken the fat out of GameStop. He has taken all the cream out of there. The guys and girls that used to work at GameStop at the upper level, the top 5%ers that used to run GameStop 3 years ago, 2 years ago, those days are over. The private jet is gone. They used to own a Challenger jet. Not that it was brand new, but they had a private jet that they used to fly around in. And he has eliminated that cream out of there. He's done cutbacks everywhere. That's a good thing on the bottom line of the corporation. They are losing a lot less money and spending a lot less money on frivolous charges. As far as Cohen is concerned, that's what he sees. And management has been replaced with a new kind of management. I can tell you right now that, the Sherman guys and all the guys who used to run this place, they used to take out $5-10 million a year each in all kinds of stock bonuses and everything else. They could lose money and still get millions in compensation. Not anymore. Not under the Cohen banner. The problem now is if you can't retain talent, what talent can you get? Where is your next CEO coming from that will take this company and turn it into a winner? If you're losing guys and girls who are walking out, and there's at least 3 high-level departures in the last year, and you're not replacing them with as good as talent, then what's the future? That's what I'm asking. And unfortunately, we are left to speculate that, because there's no one at GameStop to talk to, and no one at GameStop goes on camera, period. And so we're going. I mean, I'm going, and so are you. And there it is. Is it any wonder why more and more of my viewers are slowly exiting GameStop, and they're moving to AI, or they're moving into Unity, or they're moving into other stocks? A number of you may find that going forward, your area of investing may well be iron condors, where you're going to not own deep in the money calls or stock of certain companies. You're going to simply have capital, and you're going to utilize the capital into short-term iron condor trades with wide spreads and short time frame exposures, and go that direction instead, because with a lack of corporate information, there's going to be folks going, hey, I don't know if I want to put a lot of dough into the stock or deep in the money calls if they are not going to talk to us about what they're doing. And if people keep leaving the firm, that is not a good indication to me as an investor that all is well. Morale might be at a pretty low level over there. Again, I'm just asking. I don't know. Those are a few words about GameStop. A Splayer, 10-15, I guess that's SoFi. Yeah, 10-12, 10-15. We're green on SoFi. Testy Donkey, can anyone else hear bells or something? Is Bruce Santa? What's going on? The Dow down 61 points. S&P down 11. NASDAQ down 1 point. We're about to go green everywhere. I think we're going green. GameStop is up 13. SoFi up 6, 10-14 right now. AI up 6. NVIDIA up 6. dollars. We've got Unity up $1.10, Tesla up $2.59, Google up 18, Moderna up 3.60, Cisco up 9 cents, Microsoft up $1, Amazon up 38, Home Depot up a dime, Goldman up $1, Boeing up $1.50, Meta up 92, Target up 6, JP Morgan up 30, Costco up $1.80, Walmart up 2 cents. We're turning green on a number of issues that were all red this morning. We are going green. We're down just 20 cents on the triple Qs, and we're only off $1 on the SPYs. We're coming on bit by bit with the odd wave coming and going right now. All righty, everybody. Kevin, I got assigned on 700 GameStop shares back when it was at 19. Haven't felt like getting back in with premiums what they are these days. Well, there you are, Kevin. And so, if you've got capital, you're able to do ICs, Iron Condors, or cash secured puts on certain positions, even GameStop or on SoFi. There you go, 1016 on SoFi. We're up 8. Deep value. Melly up $135, just hit $1,300. I can't comment on it, good or bad. Uncle Bruce, so you are saying we should slowly start buying back our deep in the money on GameStop and transition to other stocks like AI and others? No, what I'm saying is there are people doing this. I'm not suggesting it. I'm leaving it to you to decide for yourself. Are you happy and satisfied with your returns on positions you have outstanding? And for some folks, they are determining in their own minds that they would rather be into other stocks or other poor man covered calls or cash secured put writing rather than buying into a stock position, or they're looking at iron condors as another idea or area to consider. Some folks are very happy with GameStop. They're very happy with holding the stock, holding the deep in the money calls, and or writing covered calls against it. It's totally up to you. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to do anything. It's up to you to decide what to do. Good morning, Jen. How are you?
Good morning.
We got lovely cool air coming in here from that window. We got to move the car.
You didn't move the car?
No. Couldn't do it this morning because I had no time. Okay. It's 8:06.
I got to go move the car.
Yeah. Thought let me know how that works out. We're down 70 on the Dow. We're down 14 on S&P. We're down 22 on NASDAQ. So we're seeing the waves, okay? Larry, good morning. Jen from Larry. Jen is, I put Jen to work. We, our apartment building has an underground parkade. Today is cleanup day. They're going to bring in the crew and get rid of all the dust down there. Got to get the car out. Got to move the car. So we have to park our car somewhere around here. So I had to leave that to Jen today. Hey, Jen, happy Thursday from Amy. Constantine, good morning, Auntie Jen. There you go. Yeah, as I said to you, every day I try to say it. I do the best I can. I can only give you suggestions and thoughts on what you could think of doing with your money. I'm not your broker. I am not your simple only advisor. I can give you my opinion, and I will give you my opinion. You'll get it, but I am not able to, and I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do, because that puts me in a different setting, and that's not what I'm about. But I will give you I will give you my thoughts on what's going on and why. And when people ask me, hey, you want to talk about GameStop? I'll talk about GameStop. You might not like what I have to say. You might love what I have to say. It's okay. It's all good. But ultimately, you're in charge of your account here. If I can help you be a better manager of your money, I'm doing my job. And if I have given you inspiration to make certain moves into certain positions in certain ways, and it's working out, am I a happy guy? Yes, I am a very happy guy. I love it when you guys make money. If I can help you avoid mistakes, boy, have I done my job. Really, I've done my job. Avoid mistakes. GameStop right now is $20.88 a share. It's up 5 cents. That's $83? Just under $84 a share pre-split. that's down a long way from the $150, $200 level we used to trade at, as you all are aware if you've been here long enough with me. Those of you who own $10 deep in the money calls, you've made some really nice money on those. Some of you have been hauling in $2 and $3 and $4 premiums on that option by writing, depending on what contracts you've been writing on. So some of you have brought more money into your pocket than you put into GameStop overall. So whatever you're doing on GameStop now is house money. It's not even your money anymore, which is great. Those of you who've built a nice position in GameStop, fabulous. Now, for some of you, you've decided in the last 6 months that you want to diversify. You don't want to have just everything in one stock. I get that. I totally support you. I think it's a great move. Diversify, absolutely. Now, for some of you, AI is too volatile. You don't like it. Some of you love it. Some of you are comfortable being in AI, but only on a cash secured put basis. You would rather write a $35 cash secured put on AI out to January and take in a ridiculously high premium. I support you on those thoughts. Some of you, however, have decided to get out of GameStop, the stock, and the deep in the money calls, and you are option writers, cash secured put option writers on GameStop. You've decided to go that direction. Some of you might want to write iron condors on GameStop, but you may find that you want to do it, but you can't do it because there's not enough volume on your options. So you're going to be forced to look at other AI situations. The good news is, AI, you're looking at the Condor, iron condors, IC positions. So if you want to be
August 17th.
It's not
today.
Oh,
Not this Thursday.
it's not this Thursday for the, we don't have to move the car. Okay. For some of you, you may find that you're going to do AI positions on Tesla because you've never been able to do positions on Tesla before, or Adobe, or Apple, or SPY, triple Qs. Welcome to the big party. Folks have been saying hi to you, Jen, and Jen has been busy here, but she says hi back to you.
I do say hi back. Yeah,
Larry Titus, good morning, Jen.
Morning, Larry.
Amy, Jen, happy day. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Constantine. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Marcus, number 137. Thank you all. And Jen, thanks you too. Jen, they're talking about bringing pies to the meet and greet. Kareem is
then
asking.
They also better bring a fork.
Kareem is going, is there going to be a refrigerator there so we bring ice cream too? Pie and ice cream, you know? Is there going to be a microwave so we can warm it up?
See,
I'm thinking no.
That should be your poll question.
My poll question.
Do you have ice cream with pie? The answer obviously is no.
No.
But you might have cheese with apple pie.
Cheese
Cheese and apple pie. Very good.
My dad loved cheese with apple pie.
Where you are an ice cream.
Ice cream and apple pie guy. Ice cream and peach pie. Oh yeah. But banana cream pie, no ice cream necessary. And chocolate cream pie, no.
It's already got whipped cream on it. See?
That's right.
And you have lemon pie with meringue on top, or do you have lemon chiffon?
Ooh.
See, so many questions.
See, if you have, I'm trying to say this with a straight face.
Take two.
Take three. Look, if you're going to have chocolate cream pie and whipping cream on it, well, isn't that like ice cream light?
Yeah, it's like ice cream light.
Isn't that a form of diet ice cream? I mean, whipping cream on top of chocolate. That's a lighter ice cream, isn't it?
That's ice cream light.
That's ice cream light. Less calories, right?
Not ice milk. It's
not so much fat, huh? Yeah. Cheese on apple pie. Dude says I think he says I tried. What about cold milk on pie?
Well, okay. Now
what?
It depends. Are we going to bring crisps or Betty's into this conversation? So if I have apple crisp, I like having even a clotted cream on that, or regular cream,
or whipping cream. See? Or I love buying the apple pie with the what's that topping on there?
Streusel,
streusel topping or crumble,
yeah.
And then ice cream on that. Because the ice cream, you nuke the pie first. You get a slice out, you nuke it, get it hot, and then put the Costco vanilla ice cream, or the premium ice cream, that custard ice cream on top of that, and watch that melt in there. The amount of weight you can lose eating that 3 times a day is
Oh,
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
People will
As
not
in,
believe.
People will not believe.
They will not believe you're losing weight. And you go, oh, yeah, I eat this 3 times a day. I lose weight. Like, you can't believe. I used to be 600 pounds. Look at me now. I'm so thin now.
It's so thin now.
Oh my gosh. The Pie Fest is happening here. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
So I looked out the window and saw all of these empty parking spaces on the street.
Yeah.
And I thought, well,
that can't be right.
That can't be right. Then the elevator, looked at the notice in the elevator. Yeah, this is August 7th.
It's not this Thursday. It's a couple weeks away. It's 2 weeks yet.
That's a lot of notice.
That's a lot of notice.
That's too much notice because people forget.
That's true. They're going to have to reissue that and circle
you
it.
Just assume it's this week.
Draw arrows at the 17th.
What are you drawing behind you?
Apple, well, today Apple and Amazon come out with their earnings after the market.
Oh, okay.
And then Spider and Triple Qs are
Monday,
what
Wednesday,
people are writing options on right now. Iron Condors,
right?
And they expire Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. There's always action. I think on some of these there might even be daily expiry contracts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that heavy.
That's volume.
Yeah, so I have viewers here who are doing
Waiting
Iron Condors.
tomorrow.
They're into Iron Condors. I had one of my viewers say they wrote Triple Qs on Monday. They expired yesterday.
Yeah.
And even with the market dropping as much as it did, they still scored the full game. They took the dough right out. All contracts died worthless yesterday afternoon.
That's just so great.
You know who you are. Yes, indeed. So yeah, exciting stuff.
It's those people with the big smile on their face.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones with the big smiles on their face. Yeah. By the way, if you're going to write a cash secured put on AI, a $35 cash secured put for January, you're going to get $735 to $760 in premium. So you're on the hook to buy the stock for 28 something, 27.50. So that's why people like writing cash secured puts on AI. They're going, well, I'll sell my GameStop deep in the money calls, close up my positions, use that cash, that capital, to now write cash secured puts on AI at $35. The catch is that you need $3,500 to write one put. But look, if you're getting $750 in your hand and you buy those back for $4 a week later because the market had a rally, you make $350 on $3,500 in a week. That's 10% on your money. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got $7,000, you can do 2 of them, still make 10% on that, or 10 grand, or whatever you want to do. On the other side of it all, you want to do an Iron Condor on AI. You can definitely do Iron Condors on AI, depending on which contracts you're going to write. But you're not going to do
right?
What?
It all depends on what flavor you
That's
like.
right. But you're not going to write January contract. You're not going to do January contracts in an Iron Condor on AI. On AI stock, you're going to do Iron Condors for next Friday, 8 days from now. That's all you're going to do. You're going to have a $10 spread between the markets. So right now, AI is $39.71. That means $5 down, 34, $5 up, 44. So maybe 35.45 or somewhere in that range. At least I would recommend that's the kind of Condor you look for. And now check your options and check your credits, check the spreads, decide how much spread between your calls and puts you want to have, and work from there. And if you can do a Condor for a $400 margin, you can establish a Condor position for $400, $500, and you've got $3,500. You can do 7 of them. You got $7,000. You can do 14. So if you only have $100 credit after it's established per Condor position, and you've got 15 of them, that's a $1,500 potential profit. Compare that to cash secured put right with the same amount of capital, and you can understand now sometimes it pays to write a cash secured put. Sometimes it pays to do an Iron Condor, because with the Condor, you don't have to be correct. The stock goes up or down, you don't care. With a cash secured put, you care. You don't want it to go down, you want it to go up. So now you have to decide how you want to play this. Same with GameStop. Same thing. But on Iron Condors on GameStop, I don't know if you're going to be able to easily move in and out of contracts on GameStop. On AI, the volume is up. On Apple, it's phenomenal. SPY, it's out of this world. You got to decide which way you want to go. Right, Auntie Jen?
You got to know which way you want to go. What's your risk reward? What can you sleep with?
You know what else you have to know? You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. You know,
got to know when to walk away.
And you got to know
when to run.
You got to know when to run. That's something Auntie Jen figured out a long time ago.
Well,
yeah,
I do like country and western.
I like country and western. There you go. There you go.
Noisy morning.
Beach Boy, Auntie Jen. I'm late, but I heard your voice.
Oh.
Welcome, Beach Boy. Here comes the fire department. Oh, we're in trouble. We're up to no good.
To add to the apartment building across the street from us is replacing sidewalks and stairs. So we've had jackhammering all week.
We've had jackhammering like crazy. Nazareth, it'll be time to count your money when the dealing is done.
That's right.
That's right. It'll be time to count your money when the dealing is done. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. And you got to know when to walk away. Exactly. Run away, walk away, whatever you got to do.
I'm going to run away and have some coffee.
That sounds like a good plan, Auntie Jen. Thank you, everyone, for being with us and saying hi to Auntie Jen. We have 141 thumbs ups. If you're happy that Auntie Jen pops in to see us from time to time, hit that thumbs up button and tell her you appreciate her company. That would be a good way. That would be helpful. Thank you all. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all for joining me this morning and popping in here. We now have 142 thumbs ups and counting higher. Thank you all. Messages due to saying September 5th is the next earnings on GameStop. I'm personally down from 2,700, 600 shares as of last month. I sold in the 22, 25 range. I moved to 7 AI, deep in the monies, various cash secured puts, ICs, and spreads for me now. There you are. That is what's kind of happening here. White Feather couldn't wait. Set up 4 AI ICs expiring tomorrow. There you go. Nazareth, it'll be time to count your money when the dealing is done. There you go. Thank you all. And yeah, look, as I said in class 16, and I told you the last 2 weeks about class 16. This might be an area of option trading that will absolutely appeal to a bunch of you folks here, especially you smaller investors. If you have less than 50 grand, you got less than 20 grand, you got less than $10,000, you have limited ability to do option writing. No question about it. With Iron Condors, you open up the whole playing field. You can now write SPY triple Q Iron Condors. This opens that whole business up to you that you never had an opportunity before. And it is a conservative way to play the market with very limited risk. You set the risk limits as well. The time limit, the spread, and the risk amount is all set by you. You truly are the casino here. And you stack the game in your favor, I say. Appreciate that. Let's see. Maria Powell, I'm late to the party. Good morning. I'm number 145. Splair, just in case, wishing you all again an enjoyable, relaxed day. Dude, 2 more. Whoops. Haha. Wing Commander 145. We're here for you, Bruce and Jen. Thank you all for helping out with these thumbs ups, letting us know that you're out there following us. 146 now is the thumbs up number. Keep them coming in. We're going for 200, hoping to hit 200 today. Give us a head start and help out with the thumbs up. Thank you all. 178 of you are here hanging around with us. It's been an hour and 53 minutes today. Another interesting day. Only 88-point drop on the Dow. Nothing dramatic, but it's a negative morning so far. Will it stay negative? That is the question. It doesn't look like the market really wants to bleed out. I just get the sense the market is ready to take a shot, go higher. But is it after the first hour and a half? When does it kick in? How much? I don't know. It's a up down day. SoFi is 10.05 right now, down 3 cents. It got up to 10.17 for a while. 9,190,000 volume. It's not even 10 million here. It's not a heavy day, but boy, it's encouraging to me because we were in the 5, 6, 7, 8 neighborhood for a long, long time. Now we're above 10, all around 10. 9 million traded. There's no sell wave on SoFi. It's over. I sincerely think this is over. The numbers coming out of SoFi look so good. Analysts are going, look past the next 2 or 3 months. Look into next year. SoFi, you won't recognize SoFi's numbers a year from now. Billions in revenue coming through the door already. Billions more coming. Billions in deposits being added in here. This thing's going to go. I agree with them. I think you're right. I think they're right. Manager number 148, thumbs up. Splair, I will definitely work up from 8 to 16 with my next 6 classes. But first, my poor mind cover call class. I'm only waiting now for a perfect study weekend before I send the cash in for the class. Splair, probably now the next one. There you go. 96-point drop on the Dow. A 226 drop on SPYs. 206 on Qs. GameStop up 2 cents, SoFi down 7, AI down 75 cents, NVIDIA up 176. So dips means you're going to write cash secured puts. And dips also are a good time to establish iron condors. Get a nice range below and above the market and sit tight, short-term fuse on the trades, and away we go. Giddy up. We'll see what happens. Interesting stuff. Right now, 71-point drop on the Dow, 22 on S&P, oil up 79 cents a barrel. That's what we have going right there. Clay, SoFi's numbers are all in spite of a bad banking time with higher rates and other negative economic factors. Yeah, I mean, SoFi has gone through every negative thing you could imagine. The regional banking crisis, they survived that. Higher interest rates and inflation numbers, they survived that. The SPACs got just nailed by the SEC with all kinds of rule changes. They survived that. They got their bank charter. They picked up a mortgage company. They're growing members, over 6 million members now. Hello. They're growing customers. Other banks are losing customers. These guys are gaining customers. Deposit money, they're gaining deposit money. Huge percentage gains, billions of dollars coming in. They've added credit cards. They've added lines of credit. They've added mortgages. They've added car loans. They've added all kinds of services. Now they're continually developing their trading platform. They're going to have everything on that, given a little more time. These guys are growing their business, growing their client base, growing their assets, and growing their loan portfolio at higher margins. The loans that they hand out are to very high credit score people as well. So they're on fire here. Yeah, should I bring my immersion blender for real whipped cream? When you're doing that meet and greet, Bruce, on October the 21st, should I bring my immersion blender for real whipped cream here? Are that many pies coming? Oh my gosh. I can also make sure we have forks and plates. You won't need to bring forks and plates. That would be provided by the hotel that we would be using. So I'm sure we'll be fine. But immersion blender, I don't know if we need to go that far. But looks like a good time. We'll get into this later, okay? We have plenty of time to figure this out. This is only August the 3rd. We have a bit of time on our hands here before we have to worry about that. It's awesome, man. You guys are incredible. Thank you all so much for being followers of this channel. You guys are the best on YouTube. We got 150 thumbs ups, 151. Another one just came in, 151. We only need 49 more thumbs ups, and we got ourselves 200. There's 152. There's another one. They're coming in from all over the world, as they always do. You guys are just the best of the best. I thank you so much for your support of this channel. Just being thumbs uppers, upgrading your membership to Gold Bagel level, becoming members of the channel, subscribing to the channel. Everything you guys do helps this channel grow and just keeps adding to the following. 153 now. There we have another one. They're coming in. Thank you. Let's see here. Uncle Bruce, I'm looking into iron condors on UNH, United Healthcare. It has a trading range of 500 to 508. I'm writing cash secured puts when it's in red, get out when it pops. Now looking to doing ICs, but I need help. I will watch video again before doing it. Yeah, I don't like that range. That's too tight. I think you need a $20 range at least. You need to write the position you're in is you can write more ICs than other smaller investors, and so the wider the range, the better, and just write more of them. Keep the spread on the top and the bottom very tight, and you'll also keep your margin requirement very low per position, and then away you go. BW, why is this meet and greet turning into a potluck? We are option writers and asset managers. We get catering peeps. Come on now, we get things catered, yeah, but can you get catered high-end pies that are being brought to the table here? Some of these homemade pies are going to be something else. You got to wonder, will you be providing doilies, Uncle Bruce? What about that, Mr. Premium? The option, BW, laughing out loud. Having a good time here, everybody. Thank you all for joining us and being part of this crazy gang of regulars. It's just super to see you. And I'm going to say we're down slightly. Yeah, we're down 150 on the Dow, but is this a bloodbath? No, not really. Yeah, we're down, 0.6 of a percentage point on NASDAQ, on the S&P. There's all kinds of room to make money on ICs, on iron condors. Not to worry there. GameStop is down 6 cents. SoFi down 11. AI down 97 cents. NVIDIA up 81. Rocket Lab down 7. Matterport down 2.5. Tesla down $1. Apple down 160. Google down 48. Is this the low of the day we're experiencing right now? Do we bounce out of here and have an up day? I wouldn't be surprised if we end up green today. We've almost done it a couple of times already. Sooner or later, there will be a buy wave that will just take everybody out, and we go green. I don't see a massive sell-off going on. BW, where in New York City, and you asked if they have world famous pies. Glad the convo isn't about corned beef and schnitzel. The conversation. Manager, folks who has good knowledge on iron condors that I can learn from on Discord. There are some there. Yeah. In the event, thank you all for being here today. Thanks again for those of you ordering class number 16. It'll be on the website later today. If you want to get a copy of number 16, I'll send you one myself. Just make a donation to the PayPal link down below, and I'll get you the class as quick as I can. 150 US, and you got yourself number 16. The edited version is now available. All right, folks. Keep an eye on this market. Stay on top of it. Thanks for the thumbs ups, everybody. 155 and counting. We're only 45 away. Those of you watching on the rerun, thank you all for hitting the thumbs up button for us. I know you always do that, and it is appreciated. Let's see what's going on, everybody. If you want to get together for one-on-ones, let me know. Send me private emails, and we'll set something up with you. Try to help you out with the Iron Condor game plan or whatever you want to do. Manager, please let me know when I can chat with you. Richard Carlin, neat, BW. Got to get to WS and have a photo bombs with the bull and the bear. Got to get to Wall Street and do those. There you go. Right on, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Is it time for class 17? Beach Boy wants to know. Is it time? Oh my goodness. Thank you all very much. The Knights of Knee say, neat. You must honor the Knights of Need. Pie baking with Uncle Bruce, class number 17. Neat. There you have it. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee so they can help you with your trades. 157 thumbs ups and counting. Here we go. 43 away. This is cool stuff. Uncle Bruce, is a good time to write cash secured puts on Qualcomm. Beach Boy manager wants to know. Matthew, neat. Hector, neat. Karen, neat. Here they come. BW, happy faces. Bobby Atkinson, hello. Constantine, neat. Here they go. The knee emojis are coming across. You can't stop this. 158 thumbs up, going for 160 now. Here they go. They're coming in for sure. Thank you, everybody. Neat. I swear. Thank you, Splair. Thank you, TJ. Thanks, TJ. Here they are. Manager, I'm heading to Discord. See you there, folks. Right on. Giddy up, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Make a bunch of money out there. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. We'll keep an eye on these markets. Thank you for sending me emails on how you're doing. Respect for the Knights. Neat. Deep value. Neat. Right on. Thank you, TJ. John Anderson. Thanks, everybody. Right on, everybody. Go stocks, go, please. Go stocks, go. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. We'll catch you later tomorrow for sure. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.